The thing that actually got me into this is when I was previous in the Special Constabulary. Two colleagues of mine were thinking about setting up a group, and I kind of got involved kind of that way. It kind of opened my eyes to it. Otherwise, I don't think I'd be doing this now. I've been doing it for 6 years. It seems only natural for me to do this. There are places I've been to where you just want to leave sometimes. I think everyone's obviously got their story to tell.
First time I really got into it was sort of like 6 or 7 years old, you know, like the wide-eyed child in the library. It was all theatrics, so I was really disappointed. And I thought, well, I can do this and I can do it properly. You're always after that bit of evidence, you're always after that one scrap of evidence that you can go public with and say, look, there it is.
I mean, I find the whole thing, it gives me a sense of purpose. It gives me something to sort of do, to plan, to build. You know, for me, it's a journey, though, to be honest with you. I think it's a journey for all of us that are in SPI. You know, everyone's relying on each other to bring them through it or to back them up. You know, we're united in it.
It is, to an extent, a leap of faith, because you still can't say 100% whether it's real or not.
Have you ever thought you're mad?
Probably times there is, when at 2 o'clock in the morning you're thinking, what am I doing here in this building with no lights on, with a bunch of people, sitting there in the dark? Am I really mad?
I'm asking all of the spirits of Shoreham Fort to come and join us in this room now. Please make yourself known to us. You can set off our equipment, show yourself in the form of a light, throw something, push one of us. Come on, we're here for you this evening. If you wish to pass on a message, please do so. Now is your chance. We don't mean you any harm. We just purely want to know that you exist.
We investigate locations thoroughly and in detail, and we try and bring our findings to the public domain.
Do you place all of your faith in that equipment then?
I'm trying to give people more tangible stuff by the use of the equipment. Rather than thoughts and feelings, I'm trying to give actual fact to it. I'm trying to prove their manifestation effectively. I think that they do produce some sort of an energy that I think when they're phasing from one light spectrum to another, they are kind of a mass, and that's, I mean, typically why we've got an EMF meter such as this, such as the MEL meter. The fact that obviously if you get a high enough megagas reading and also a temperature variance, if you get basically you're looking for like a sharp increase and a decrease, because a man-made EMF field would be constant, and obviously if it's a sharp increase and decrease, that really is paranormal. We can't explain that. If there's no rational explanation, then I think we're really looking at being paranormal. I can honestly say that I've not had many results with these things. I mean, whether the theory behind it is imperfect, I'm not sure, but a lot of groups seem to have them, and it seems to warrant having them.
From an economic point of view, how much money would you say you've invested?
£5,500–6,000 in stuff, and I'm still buying stuff. You know, it's an ongoing investment. I don't think you can say, oh, I've got enough equipment, because there's always something else coming out.
But things like screaming woods and things like that.
Yeah, I mean,
we just totally missed it.
Let's go back. It's just a team jolly night out, isn't it?
Can do.
You never know.
We're serious investigators, but also take a bit of a light-hearted view on it. You know, don't take too serious a view with it. We're not professors in our field. You know, none of the theatrics, none of the rubbish, none of the lies and things put on for the camera. Everything really was the basics of a torch and notepad and a normal 35mm film camera.
What do you personally gain from the investigations?
Just experience and enjoyment out of it, and getting together with a really close bunch of friends. You know, it's a social thing as much as anything else. It's a time to catch up. I love it. It does fuel me on, and the more I do it, the more I love working with them.
I've known John for 25 years. We went to school together, in army cadets and that together. We sort of tracked each other down, and he was advertised on Facebook saying they're looking for paranormal investigators, and I thought, well, something I'd like to do, but I don't believe in it. Explained that to John, and he said, you're the perfect person to come on investigations with us.
Do you think when you open it up to the public, it's difficult to toe the line between entertainment and fact?
Yeah, you've got to gauge, for want of a better word, your audience, because everybody's there to experience the paranormal, but it doesn't happen like that in reality. You know, you'll get 3 or 4 hours into an investigation and perhaps nothing's happened, or the odd things happened here and there. So of course I'll make a joke or something and make everyone laugh. Of course everyone gets relaxed again, the energy's picked back up.
You might get more of a reaction from a man than you do from a woman.
Well, if there's any spirit in here with us,
It might be gay.
we'll try and move the rocking horse.
Come to us, baby.
We ask that any spirit people here, even though I'm not picking anybody up round here, would you please come in close, have your picture taken, and the way to do that is show yourself as orbs round Mel and I. Just a fleeting orb would be nice, just to pop in and say hello.
But a lot of people have mediums on their teams, you know. It's an antenna to the underworld, so to speak. Alison is getting stuff through. I've no reason to doubt her, which she's relaying to us.
There's a figure standing just there, guys. Well, when I first started seeing stuff like that, it really did affect me. It really sent me into my shell. It has scared me. And when it does, I will say to the guys in the group, look, there's something here that's deeply unpleasant. I don't think we should hang around here for long. We're really not welcome here, guys, any of us.
Really?
Yeah, just bear that in mind. If I say get out, we get out. Okay, don't argue.
What, like, how fast?
Try and keep up.
Okay.
Can you try and describe how all these feelings are coming to you?
They just are. I just feel it building up inside me, like a wave of emotion sweeping over you.
Is it energy that they're putting onto us?
Yeah, it's them, I don't even know if it's one or more. We're just not welcome here. We're intruding on their area.
So why are we keeping on walking?
That's what the group's about.
Why did you do it?
Really, because I just kind of enjoy it. I learnt from quite an early age that I wasn't necessarily going to get that kind of support. So I did learn to start keeping things to myself, and I did become quite introverted for quite a few years until I did find other people who also had similar experiences and were seeing the same things that I was. I've often thought, to this day, that I could be mad. I'm actually seeing these things, but I don't think I am mad. I'm 99% sure I'm not insane.
I can find things that he doesn't know. And equally he can find things that we can't corroborate. So it does kind of vary depending on the location and really what we've got.
Miriam keeps.
The fact that she's coming in and out, and that's.
She doesn't. I can't understand what's happened to her. She just appeared behind you. That was quite clear. She's about that height. She's wearing a bonnet and had like a white dress and a sash.
Miriam, can you tell us your last name? Say it really loud.
Her lover's name, I think, is Warwick.
Warwick?
Warwick.
So are you Miriam Warwick, or how about affecting this one? You can do it on there.
If you're really there, you can really affect that one.
What if we give it to Gary? Johan doesn't believe you're there. He thinks it's just the batteries playing up.
Yeah. If you're really there, then you'll affect that one, because that one is more sensitive. That's microprocessor driven.
You've got meter jealousy.
No?
Come on, do something.
Mel meter of choice.
Miriam, are you still here? Can you tell us meter?
So Nathan, you can see that Miriam has appeared.
Yeah.
And you can see that the meter was going.
Right.
You still don't believe she was here.
Well, I believe if something is here, it should be able to affect more than 1 meter.
Okay.
That's what I sort of believe, basically.
She's not. Yeah, like saying when she said she's not like trying to affect anything. She's,
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that, you know, if you're asking me if that's scientific, then you know, I'm not familiar with that meter. I'm not familiar with its capabilities. I can only sort of go on what I receive, and I'll certainly record as evidence.
But if Nathan's here to provide those utensils, can that not be enough to make the job?
Well,
yeah, people shouldn't just blindly believe. Take everything I say as granted. I don't expect people to do that. I wouldn't encourage it. I can only tell the guys what I'm seeing.
Okay, no more games. Come on, show yourself.
When did you first realise you were open to spirits?
When I was 5 years old, there was these little boys in a tree, and they used to come down from the tree and talk to me and try to get me to jump out the bedroom window and go and play with them. I think they're really enticing me to my death, really.
How is this information coming to you? Is there a way?
This is what I'm seeing. This is it's been. I can see bits on the floor here. I can actually see them, and also I'm getting visions being shown to me in the head. It's a bit like a slow film going through my head.
Do you ever need to prove to others that spirits exist?
There's a constant question, isn't it? Prove life after death exists. How do I prove that in today? If you don't believe, you don't believe.
How much faith do you have in what Alison delivers to you on an investigation?
She's probably going to kill me for saying this, but some of it I find hard to believe. But then on the other hand, she has said things to me about my life that there's no way she could have known. You can be led by somebody with an EMF meter. Anything can set one of them off. It doesn't necessarily have to be a spirit. If you're with somebody who's a medium and they start explaining things to you, they can fill the blanks in for you without you even needing to. So by the end of them finishing their sentence, you're really believing what they're saying.
Is this the same as a religion, and are people quick to laugh at you because this is a fringe belief compared to an institutionalised endorsement such as Catholicism?
Yeah, we get laughed at. I don't care. Laugh all you like. At the end of the day, I don't understand why I get what I get. I don't see it as a gift. I don't see it as a curse. I see it as lovely. I love it. I have fun with it. I'm a very spiritual person. I'm not religious. I used to go to church. I go to a spiritualist church occasionally. God isn't a man to me.
If you go to a spiritual church, you generally find they are very welcoming. There is a strong sense of community and a strong sense of responsibility for each other. There are also strong ethical concepts in play, like looking after people. The dead are seen as part of the community too, you know, that they're around in a kind of real sense. If you look at British culture, you know, the idea of ghost hunting, ghost walks, ghost tours, all that ghost culture, if you like, that's just taken off in the last 10 years or so. It's repackaged as a kind of entertainment culture. But I also think that paranormal cultural belief also helps us with, I guess, that sense of disturbance and that sense of beyond, you know, the things that we just cannot explain, that have no logical reason attached to them. And life is very full of those things, you know. Despite our attempts to kind of explain everything and articulate everything, there are lots of things that are just beyond words.
Well, why are you so dedicated to it? Because I want the answers, and because I enjoy doing it. I know I can count on every single team member 100%. It is nice to have that support there. We're really strong together.
Ali has come into the group as a medium. It was her and John that started the group, and we have become good friends. We try and sort of lighten it and have some fun, have a laugh.
The main thing the group offers me is we're all very like-minded people. We go out and do the investigations, we enjoy them, even when it's -5 on a winter's night and we're in the middle of a forest. Because we're all so like-minded, we all get on really well with each other. Yeah, and there is a social side of it. We do go out, we have a drink. We all know that we're all coming in at the same angle. SPI provide me with both a sense of support and an outlet. It's quite a fine balance. It certainly helps that I'm in the group, definitely. It's made me a lot more open with it.
SPI has given Nathan a way to channel his abilities effectively, you know, a way to use them in a positive way, and I think really he's on a good journey with that though. He's on a journey like the rest of us on this.
What is your journey?
Just to continue doing what we're doing, investigating, and trying to obviously prove the paranormal effectively.
Well, if you don't want to communicate with us tonight, we will leave you in peace.